We back in the mix. It's the I Believe I Can Fly. Fastbreak Mondays. Weight loss. We're out here getting it. Hope everyone had a good weekend. First weekend for NFL football. Hopefully all your teams have won. My team lost, New York Jets. We took an L by 1 point, but it's all good. Today we're going to talk about the fruit of the day, which is bananas. We're going to talk about the benefits. I was supposed to talk about last week, and I noticed on the video last week I said, hey, talking about what I talked about last week about bananas, and I never talked about bananas, so I'm going to get that to you. We got the philosophy of the day, the 60 seconds of philosophy I'm going to hit you with, and I got all your questions answered. So it's Fast Break Mondays, and you know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the fruit of the day. Today we're going to talk about bananas. Now, some people say, are bananas good? Are bananas bad? You know, there's some mixed feelings on bananas, so let me clear everything up. First and foremost, bananas are good. So let's go ahead and clear that up right now, and let me tell you why. Bananas have a good source of fiber. They help with digestion and help staying full and longer. Now, when I say help with digestion, bananas are loaded with digestible carbohydrates. You're actually getting fuel for your body, and it's packed with potassium, which aids in maintaining nerve and muscle function. So if you're working out, exercising, stretching, any banana before or after your workout is phenomenal. The body doesn't store potassium for very long, so it'll keep your nutrient levels high, which is amazing. Also, bananas are made mostly of water and good carbs, like I talked about, and it helps with hydration. Has several antioxidants. Bananas have antiviral properties. So people sneezing, coughing, things of that nature. Remember, I talked about how pineapples are an anti-inflammatory. Well, this is an antiviral agent inside bananas, so that's something else that's really good for this time of year. So it's Fast Break Mondays, and you already know what time it is. It's time for the questions of the day. Let me read this one. This one's actually a really good one. This one, ooh, okay. So do you think it's acceptable for another man to buy your girl, or even vice versa, lunch on the regular at work? Now, everyone knows about the jokes of having a work husband or a work wife. And a lot of times it's just fun and games. It doesn't really escalate to anything. We're cool together and we kind of talk about problems together, but we don't really do too much. We don't really hang outside of work besides maybe a lunch or something like that. If it's back and forth, like, hey, I took care of the meal on Monday, you took care of the meal on Wednesday, and we're kind of going back and forth and we have an understanding that nothing's going to happen, I don't really see too much wrong with it because it's even. It's an even playing field. When it's one-sided, the guy always buying the meal or the woman always buying the meal, something just doesn't seem right because someone's not going to put that much effort and spend all this money for no reason. Of course, there are circumstances that come in mind. You know, someone says, hey, you know, I'm having a bunch of expenses, so I can't pay my bills or this and that. But the thing is, those are very, very rare for that to happen, and that's usually short term. But when we're talking about and someone is still buying their meals, something is off. I'm not sure what it is. Everybody's situation is going to be different, but I would definitely feel a little skeptical about the situation, especially if it's someone that you don't know or someone that's like ultra attractive or something like that. You just never know. But I would definitely look into it a little bit more. Doesn't necessarily mean something is going on, but at the same time, I would feel uncomfortable if it was happening to me and I wouldn't want to do it to someone else. The next question of the day is, what weighs more, fat or muscle? It's an age-old question. People have debated it again and again. Let me give you the real. If you have a pound of muscle and a pound of fat, which one weighs more? A pound is a pound, period. Fat can take up 4 times as much space compared to muscle, and muscle is more dense, so it doesn't take up as much space. So it puts on the facade that fat would actually weigh more. They weigh the same, it's just fat takes up more space. So if you have 10 pounds of fat that you burn off, but you add 10 pounds of muscle, you're gonna be at 0 gain, 0 loss, because a pound is a pound. And the last question of the day is, how do you stay disciplined? I'm guessing they're struggling with staying disciplined because there's a lot of things all the time. You know, you turn on your television, it's advertising pizza and fast food. You go to work, you look at the places that are close to you, probably fast food or pizza or something like that. How do you stay disciplined when you have all these different things around you? And honestly, it comes down to making that goal. Understanding why you want to do this and sticking to it. Me, I want to get down to 220. 1, I want to be able to dunk a basketball. 2, I want to be healthy. So when I think about do I want to eat this pizza? Do I want to eat this piece of cake or whatever it is? I'm going to think, is this going to help me get to my goal? I have a time period that I want to get to my goal. Is this going to help me get to my goal or is it going to hurt me? And if it's going to hurt me, why am I doing it? So it can feel good? Well, feeling good for a little bit isn't going to be worth me having the extra weight on me and not being able to get to my goal that I want to strive for. When I look in the mirror, I want to be like, ooh, he is sexy. I want to have that feeling. And the thing is, if you want to have that feeling, you got to be able to put in that work. Because if you ain't disciplined, you're just going to keep on giving in, giving in, and giving in. Some people have one cheat day. That's another thing that you can do. Okay, you're still craving these things. Eat it on one day out of the week, and the other days, stay away from it. In my 60 seconds of philosophy today, I want to talk about family. The thing is, tomorrow is not promised. Something can happen to your loved ones at any time, any day. I always say, make sure you give someone the roses while they can still smell it. It's very important to really tell people that you're close to that you love them. My CFB brothers, I hope y'all know I love y'all. My family, my mom, my sister, my brother, I love y'all. And the thing is, you always want to let the people that's close to you know that you love them because you never know what can happen. It's very important to also prioritize your family above anything else because they're going to be the ones that's going to be there for you no matter what. Other people are coming and going. It's a revolving door, but your family is going to be here to stay. So make sure you embrace them. To cherish all the moments that you have here on earth. And that's all I have for today for Fastbreak Mondays. Check me out on Workout Wednesdays. I have a lot of things to talk about. You know, I'm going to hit you with the quote of the day. I'm going to hit you with the workout of the day. I'm going to hit you with a workout that you can do inside your office. So you have no excuse not to be able to do these workouts. And we're going to talk about pizza. It's going to be my attack against fast food. Specifically, I'm targeting Pizza Hut.